AI video tools are everywhere right now. Like, seriously everywhere. But let's be honest, most of them still feel like AI clips. Today, I'm testing something that might actually close that gap between random AI clips and real cinematic storytelling. This is Higgsfield Cinema Studio 2.0, the newest update from Higgsfield. The first version was already impressive, mostly focused on powerful single cinematic shots, but version 2.0? This one steps into storytelling mode. We're talking multi-shot storytelling, character system with emotional control, genre-based motion logic, 3D scene navigation, speed ramp control during generation. So today, we're going to test it properly. Is this actually the future of AI filmmaking, or is it just hype? Let me show you the exact workflow I used. Step 1, build the cinematic shot. Alright, first thing, go to the Higgsfield Cinema Studio 2.0 page. If you want to try it yourself, I've put the link in the description below. Now we start with a scene prompt. Type whatever scene you want. It can be anything. Action, suspense, emotional drama, doesn't matter. Now here's where it starts getting interesting. You can actually choose your camera. I'm choosing full frame Cine Digital. Why? Because full frame sensors give you better depth separation, more cinematic background blur, more realistic light response. Next, lens selection. Lens choice changes distortion, compression, field of view, basically how the world feels visually. I'm choosing compact anamorphic. Anamorphic lenses give you that wide cinematic look with horizontal flare and more dramatic framing. That's why Hollywood loves them. Now, focal length. If you're not familiar, focal length controls how zoomed in or compressed the image feels. Lower numbers, like 24mm, feel wide and immersive. Higher numbers, like 85mm, feel tighter and more dramatic. I'm going with 35mm. It's balanced, not too wide, not too tight, very cinematic. Next, aperture. Aperture controls depth of field. Lower numbers, like f1.4, give you shallow depth of field, meaning sharp subject, blurry background. That's what makes things look expensive. So I set mine to f1.4. Now, batch generation. Instead of generating just one image, I'm choosing 4 variations. That way I can compare and pick the strongest composition. If you want to add reference images, you can upload them here too. Then click Generate. Wait a few seconds, and boom, you've got a cinematic shot. Step 2, 3D scene mode. Now this part is crazy. And honestly, I haven't seen this properly implemented in many AI tools. Instead of regenerating from scratch, you can generate a 3D scene. Let me show you. Click Generate 3D Scene on the image you like. Wait for it to process. Once it's done, tap the result. You'll see the 3D label. Now, here's the cool part. You can move inside the environment, adjust perspective, change camera angle, zoom in, zoom out, refine composition. This feels way closer to virtual cinematography than image generation. And the best part? You're not regenerating from zero, you're refining the same scene. Once you're happy with the angle, click Capture Shot. Wait a moment. Done. Now your camera angle, perspective, and framing are exactly how you want without restarting the whole generation, and we'll use this refined image for the next step. Step 3, Grid Storyboard. Now we go from single shot to storytelling. You can generate variations in grid layouts, 2x2, 3x3, 4x4. This is super useful for building a storyboard visually before animating. Here's how. Click Reference on your selected image. Then choose Grid Generation. Pick your layout. I'm choosing 2x2. Now, this is important. When writing your grid prompt, clearly describe what happens in each frame. Frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, frame 4. Be specific. That's what helps the system understand story progression. For camera, lens, and focal length, I'm keeping them the same for consistency, but you can change them if you want a different visual style. Click Generate. Wait a few seconds, and done. You now have a visual storyboard ready to animate. Step 4, turning image into film. Now let's turn this into an actual sequence. Click Animate on the grid image. Now write your full video prompt. Describe each scene, camera movement, character expressions, dialogue, emotional progression. Even in auto mode, detailed prompting makes a huge difference. Now, character reference. This is one of the biggest upgrades. You can add up to 3 characters in one scene. And not just visually, you can assign emotions per shot. That's insane. Next, camera movement. You can choose specific motion, but I'm using auto for natural cinematic transitions. Now, speed ramp. Instead of adjusting speed in post-production, you control motion speed during generation. You can choose auto, custom, impact, linear, slow-mo, speed up. I'm choosing impact mode. It makes motion feel more energetic and intentional. Now duration. You can generate up to 12 seconds. Instead of one shot, we're going multi-shot. Cinema Studio 2.0 allows up to 6 shots per sequence. Each shot can be 1 to 12 seconds in full HD 1080p. You can choose auto mode, smoother connected shots, or manual mode, full control per shot. I'm choosing multi-shot auto for this one. Next, genre. This is honestly one of the smartest parts. You can choose action, horror, comedy, suspense, western, intimate, spectacle. And it doesn't just change color grading, it changes pacing, motion energy, camera behavior. I'm choosing suspense because I want slower build tension, controlled camera movement, and dramatic pacing. Finally, click Generate. Wait a few minutes, and here it is.
Watch this! I am the real GOAT!
Look at the continuity. The character stays consistent, the genre affects pacing, the shots connect naturally.
I am the real GOAT!
So here's my honest take. Cinema Studio 2.0 feels less like a clip generator and more like a directing tool. The ability to cast characters, control emotions, use multi-shot storytelling, choose genre-based motion, and adjust real cinematic camera settings, that's what makes this stand out. If you want to try it yourself, you can create your own cinematic AI video using the link in the description below. There's also a complete user guide with prompting tips to help you get better results faster.